Where am I going? Lord, this tour is so long. We just left. I can't remember where I was. So I am here playing concerts in Walla Walla, Washington, in this cute little vintage hotel. Apparently, there's a Safeway across the street, and so that's good news for me. I can just walk across the street, get some salad greens, get some avocado, because y'all know how I feel about avocado. I should be able to eat clean for the next 4 days that I'm here before we head off to the next city. So I get to the airport and I figured 2 giant salads with avocado would be enough to eat for lunch, and I was wrong. I got so sick and hungry on the plane. I sat there writing dark poetry about how awful I felt and eating 5 bags of those little airplane pretzels. I definitely need a better strategy for making sure I get enough calories. The presenter in Oakland provided a beautiful lunch, roasted cauliflower salad with dolmas, and the man who sat beside me was a fully raw vegan. He shared his journey and his story and the golden rule: never leave the house without nuts in your pocket. On the way to Stockton, we found a Whole Foods market, and it gave me a chance to fill my basket with goodies just in time because the quartet decided to swing by In-N-Out Burger on the way, and I took that man's advice, and I was good because I had my almonds and I had some delicious California strawberries. Really beautiful morning in California, so gorgeous here. And I'm feeling much better today. Got a little bit more rest. I ate much better yesterday, just lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. Maybe went a little bit too far with the nuts, but it helped me get through a kind of a tough patch in the middle of the day. So I was glad for that. And I mean, do you hear this? Are like birds chirping. That's like the best thing. That's just amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. I used to live in California, and so I'm like kind of happy to be back in this region because there's something about the air. It's just, I don't know, shiny here. And the fruit is like crazy. The fruit is so sweet. Even the lemon in my lemon water is sweet. It's like crazy. And so I'm really enjoying that. And so I'm hoping that this is like the pivot moment on this tour and that I'll be able to get through the rest of it without going to any ridiculous dark places in my head or on my plate. It's like the Beatles' Abbey Road, just for a string quartet. Guys, had a little trouble finding something raw in the middle of the day in the airport, traveling to, where am I going? Lord, this tour is so long. We just left, I can't remember where I was. Stockton, California, and we're heading to Escondido through San Diego. I'm in the Seattle airport right now, and I decided to go with like a little veggie wrap. It is not perfection, but at least it's as clean as I could find here in the airport. I'm determined to get back on track and keep making this work, so I'll keep you posted. Yeah, so it is just a gorgeous day in San Diego, California, guys. I can't even believe how stunning all this is. I'm feeling so much better, so much well rested, and I just feel back on track. I got to give some mad props to the Spring Hill Suites. It's a Marriott hotel, very, very nice. And man, did they hook me up for breakfast this morning. They've got this oatmeal, kind of make your own oatmeal thing that they do in the morning. And I didn't eat the oatmeal part, but they had almonds, they had walnuts, they had pumpkin seeds, they had some dried cranberries and some raisins, and it was just fantastic. So I just put them all together, went ahead and grabbed a couple of bananas, and they were actually ripe, which is really hard to find if you are, traveling, and a couple of oranges, and it made for probably the best breakfast I've had on the road since I got here. So I'm heading over to Target. I'm going to take a little walk because it's just such a beautiful day. Want to get my walk on. It's only 15 minutes away, and we'll see what we see when we get there. And I made it. Totally worth the 15-minute walk. A 15-minute walk is kind of tough for me. It's not a lot, but for me it is. I am 58 years old and I've got pretty bad bursitis in my left hip. And walking, particularly downhill, can be really painful. But I just keep pushing myself because I really, really want to get better. I'm looking ahead because I want to see if I can do some things to help stabilize my feet, maybe some orthotic shoes, that kind of thing, because I know how this works. If I stop moving, then I stop living. Yeah. And so I'm just going to keep doing it. It's easy, I think, for me to grab that 15 or 20 minutes a day when I'm traveling because getting from one end of the airport is enough to cover that. It's hard work traveling, particularly when you got bursitis. But on this day that we're not traveling, I really thought I would just get out there a little bit. And this is the perfect way to do it. Just, San Diego, California, just beautiful palm trees. And then we've got, I don't know, Carl's Jr. and a Target. Go figure. It's Southern California. I'm grateful for it though. Let's go see what new and exciting ways Target is going to make eating clean on this trip possible for me. Target was a rock star on this trip. Their chickpea, lentil, and potato curries through their Good and Gather brand are insanely delicious. Toss them in the microwave with a bag of rice, and in 2 minutes, I've got a wholesome dinner. Add a few more supplies, and I am good to go. So grateful. I'm just outside in front of the hotel in Escondido, California right now, and I am just drinking lemon water, trying to make it work. And I just feel great. I know I sound kind of crazy, but I feel like eating this way is just bringing up all kinds of crazy stuff. I think the majority of the things that I'm eating now are alkaline in nature, and I think it's helping me sort of cleanse and detox a bit. But I'm looking forward to more. I actually want to do a full detox when I get home. The presenter in Escondido offered us these takeout menus for dinner. I ordered a veggie spring roll, string beans, and rice from a Chinese restaurant, and it was pretty greasy. Next Chinese restaurant, I'm ordering my meal steamed. Back in the San Diego airport looking for breakfast, and I saw this place practically have my name on the wall, so I thought, okay, I'll go there. And lo and behold, I see a nice big pile of bananas with some mango chips. So I knew I had picked just the right spot for breakfast. This would be a bad time to get into a car crash. Yes, it would. I can't find it. Okay. It's all good. Sometimes I get tired of how much work it is. I wish you could just walk into some place and eat without having to have so much drama or having so many people look at you like you're crazy. Oh my goodness, this was the longest day. Yeah, we flew and then we drove and we finally are settled here now in Lewis, Delaware, getting ready for our concert tomorrow night. And I was struggling trying to find dinner. We tried to do a thing of Panera bread, and everything in there is made from white flour, covered in cheese, covered in chicken, covered in, and so I had a really hard time coming up with something decent to eat. I had them kind of make me a Baja bowl, but I changed most of the ingredients. Got to the car, opened the package to see the whole thing was covered in feta cheese that I specifically asked them not to put on. And so I had to go back, had them do it again. And then we're on the road. I open the bowl, and there's a big dollop of yogurt on top of it. At this point, I just had to do the best I could do. And so I just took that yogurt and kind of scraped it off to do the best I could. When it was all said and done, it was not a half bad salad. Had some rice and some romaine, some cilantro. I had some arugula on there, some tomatoes, some corn, some black beans, a little avocado, which I asked them not to put on. I don't like to mix fat into my evening meal, but at this point I was just so tired. Just waking up exhausted in Delaware to the most adorable little Airbnb, this beautiful period place with gorgeous architecture and a wraparound porch and original floors. We are coming to the end of this tour, yeah? Once we finish this concert in Delaware, we head out back to DC area so we can play a concert in Georgetown, and then we head back home. I decided to go get coffee for the quartet, and this young man was telling me that he was just beginning his plant-based journey. We had a pizza party after the concert. Lots of veggies and no cheese for me, please.
Continue on I-395 north for 1 mile.
Super excited to open up my diploma from Southern New Hampshire University.
Here we are, the last hotel of the trip. We are back in Washington, D.C., and I'm so glad that I just happened to have a little bit of my chickpeas and rice and broccoli that I could bring with me in the car from Delaware to guarantee I just had a good, solid, filling, wholesome meal for this evening. I'm exhausted, but I am excited about the last concert. My brother lives here in DC, and he's going to be coming with his fiance to the concert. I look forward to seeing him. I'm going to spend the very last night of the trip with my family. All of our family and friends got together after the concert for a big meal, and they were so kind and accommodating of my eating style. They intentionally chose a Lebanese restaurant because they knew there'd be lots of vegetable friendly meals. I had the fattoush salad, the tabbouleh salad, and a warq enab, the stuffed grape leaves. It was absolutely delicious. And I'm home. I'm home. I'm glad to be here, but it still felt a little weird. I got on a plane and then I got in a car and I drove, and somehow I had this funny feeling like I was supposed to be going to another concert. But I'm actually here. I'm actually home, and I had an amazing trip. Just had an amazing trip. I met cool people. I made cool sounds, and I'm always going to love that. I ate delicious, uplifting, and nutritious foods, and I learned so much. Above and beyond all things, I learned this. It's just food, a delicious, nutritious, vibrant, and joyful part of a vibrant and joyful life. A life full of love and music and friendship, an amazing life where I feel blessed to do what I love and doubly blessed to share it with people I love. Happy eating, y'all.